away light. I'm playing with the new setup. I think I got it. I'm going to try. Everybody has commented that it, okay. Oops, wait a minute. That it shows it backwards. So I'm trying something different. We'll see if it works. Let's see. All right. I'm now playing with it and trying to get it back to my feed so I can see, because when I tap it like they say, it doesn't work. Oh, I guess I'll just have to wait and see if anybody comes in and leaves a comment. If not, we'll find out. But I know I'm a little in your face. I'm going to back up some now that I think I've got it straight. And just we'll see what happens. Oh, now I'm too far back. Okay, I'll move in a little. This is all new. I did my phone differently this time so that hopefully when I flip it down, the card is not backwards, which is what everybody says happens. I can make a video and it's not backwards, so I don't know if it's, I don't know. Oh, hi Sharon! Glad you're in. I can see. I wasn't certain I was going to be able to see who's here or anything. I'm hoping that this new fold or this new setup works, that it's not backwards. I had a comment from someone, and she was a little upset that it was backwards, thought I was trying to make her go crazy, and I'm really not, but it's just the nature of the beast. And if this doesn't work, then next week I'm going to do it and flip the phone the other way. And we'll see if that works. It doesn't always let me flip the phone while I'm recording, so we just have to wait and see what happens. Already it's backwards, so I'm thinking that it might not work, but we'll find out. I hope everybody had a great day and is looking forward to the weekend. I'm going to the carnival in Hollywood, Maryland, not California, with Jess and the girls. She wants to take the girls tonight. Thank heavens it's not too hot. Sometimes it is so horribly hot here in July and humid that it's miserable. But it's not too bad now, so I'm glad that it's going to be at least fairly cool. Once the sun goes down, it'll cool off a little bit more, down to around 70, so that's not too bad. Sharon, are you back home or are you still on vacation? Because I saw that you were with your daughter. Looks like you guys were having a great time, so I hope you're still enjoying your vacation. Hopefully others will come in. I know a couple of people had asked to join, but we'll see if others show up. Sometimes they don't realize I've switched it to a group and not the page anymore, so that anybody can post in the group. On the page, I'm the only one who can post. So this way others can post and share. If you get some ideas from what when I show you, if you make a card, you can share it with the group, which is great because we all want ideas. We're always looking for that. Let's see. I don't know what else is going on. The weather's been kind of nice. I'm glad. Oh, okay, down to Kentucky. I was wondering where you were. I bet you're tired if you got home yesterday. Did you take it easy today? Sorry, I had to go forward to be able to read. I have no plans for this weekend. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to a play date with some other friends. I'm going to take a bunch of cards that I got from convention, and I'm going to try. I've been trying to, if they're usually the card fronts, I've been trying to take the good ones and put onto a card base and make a card out of them, and then I'm sending them off to organizations who send them to soldiers so that they have cards to send home and all. I don't have any use for the cards anymore. A lot of them are, retired items and things like that, and I've used the ideas that I'm interested in, so this way I can send them to a good home. They're always looking for cards for, to send to the soldiers, because a lot of these guys are at places where they don't have a base, or if there is a base, the base is several miles away and they would have to walk, and they can't walk to get there in the heat and all. So I figure it's a good use for the cards. So we'll see and go from there. I'm hoping. I think it'll work out fine. I've sent off 2 boxes already, and I have a 3rd box I need to get packed up and shipped out of here. And if I put some more together this weekend, I can pack up another box and ship them out. I'm slowly working my way through my cards so that I can get rid of them. Not necessarily get rid of them, but put them to good use, because they're not doing me any good sitting in the closet in a box. So this way, they're going to somebody who can use them. And they appreciate it. They like the handmade cards versus the cards that you buy at Hallmark and ship to them and all. So I do a lot of that, try and ship out cards to people like that who can use them. So I don't even know what time it is because my phone is backwards, and my let's see if I can see. It is not quite 7, so we'll wait a little bit and see if anybody else comes in. I never know if anybody's going to come. Let's see. What else is going on? Not a whole lot. I had a busy weekend last weekend. Oh my word. As you know, my house is on the market to sell. I had 6 showings last weekend. 1 Friday night, 4 on Saturday, and 1 on Sunday. There were supposed to be 2 on Sunday, but 1 canceled. It's crazy what you have to do when you have a showing. I have to go through the house, and I have to turn on all the lights. I have to make sure toilet seats are down. Certain doors need to be closed. And after I do all that, then I have to take Bijou, and she and I have to leave. And these showings are usually about an hour long. Oh, I'm glad you tuned in too. So, I mean, I'm out of my house for an hour with Bijou and the dog, as she, we just go sit in the car because it's too hot to do anything else. I go to the soccer field and sit in the car with her, and she just looks at me and whines and cries, and I just say, it's okay, just calm down. So I had 6. Now this weekend so far, I had 1 today, and I don't have any others scheduled, but that doesn't mean anything because I can get a notice tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock that somebody wants to come at 10 to see the house, which will really be the pain because I have to fly through the house then. It just means I can't sleep in on Saturday or Sunday, which is really a bummer. But, it's okay. I will get there. Sooner or later, the right person will come along. I have been enjoying doing and I don't know if any of you know this, I've been doing a catalog journey on my blog. And what I did is I started at on the first page of the catalog, and I've worked my way through, and each time I flip the page, I find my first stamp set, and I make 3 or 4 cards with that stamp set. Then I go to my next stamp set and I do 3 or 4 cards for that. I've got quite a few stamp sets that I've done, and my purpose was I am thinking that when I sell my house, I'm going to be limited what I can do because I've got to pack things up. So I'm figuring if I have a ton of cards made, then I will be set to continue to post to my blog and all. I don't know how things are going to work out. Oh, hi, Tony. Glad you made it in. I don't know how, I'm going to be able to work it out. So I figure if I have a bunch of cards made, then I'm in good shape. I do want to get some more videos made. I have several made, but I need to get more because I need to get a stockpile of those. If I can get enough made to take me through the end of August, then I should be okay, which is quite a few because I do 3 videos a week. So I've got some already and I've got them plotted out on my calendar. So I've got to work with that. All right, let's see what time it is. It is 7:02. I think I'm going to go ahead and get started, so bear with me as I move the phone down and get it adjusted so that you can see, and I will cover the camera so you don't get dizzy. Okay, I think I've got it. And hopefully, oh no, it's upside down. All right, I'm going to try something. Let's try flipping it around and see if that works. It's going to yell at me and tell me I can't flip while I'm videotaping. It's not upside down on my camera. That's the thing. Yay! Success! Woohoo! I got it. I was really afraid there for a minute, but I think I've got it. It's right side up, and now I know how I have to put my phone into my holder, and hopefully this will not be backwards. Okay, here's the card we're going to make, and this fits in a regular size envelope, and the best part about it is when the person opens it, it pops up. And this does it by the way that you fold it. It's not me. I'm not doing anything. It's the way you score it and then fold it, and it does that, as you can see. And it's really easy. It's not a difficult card in any form. So I thought it would be fun to play with this. With this one, I use the Best Root DSP and the Petal Palette stamp set and framelits. For the one I'm doing tonight, I am using, I'm using the same stamp set. I think it's Nature's Promise DSP that I'm going to use. So with that, I'm going to set this one aside. I'm going to move my little sign, and I'm going to pull things over. And I forgot to post this because everybody is still in the old group, so hopefully they'll get over to the new group. For this one, you're going to need a scrap of Whisper White. You need, and let me turn off my overhead light, I forgot, as it gives a shadow. All right, there. You need some designer series paper, and I said this is Nature's Poem, and I'm using the dotted ones. You need 3 pieces, and the 3 pieces are 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. You need 3 pieces of matching cardstock, and these are 1 7/8 by 5 3/8. You need a piece of cardstock, and your cardstock is 5.5 by 8, not 8.5, 5.5 by 8. I'm going to be using the Petals and More Thinlits And I'm going to use the flower shape because that's the one I'm going to use tonight. I'm using the Petal Palette stamp set and the flower on that. I thought this one would be a good one for a change, give you a different idea. I'm going to use my watercolor pencils and a blender pen to color it. You need Memento black ink, and you need your scoring tool. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move the cutter. You're going to take your paper, and with the 8-inch side at the top, you're going to put it at 2 inches, and you're going to score. Then you're going to move it to 3 inches and score again. Then you're going to go to 5 inches, score again, and you're going to go to 6 inches and score again. Not hard at all, is it? And that's all that you have to do with the scoring. Now we're going to create mountain and valley folds, and that's what allows this to pop up when you take it out of your card. All right, this one's going to be a valley fold, so I'm going to fold it in on itself. Use my bone folder to get a good crisp fold. This one needs to be a mountain fold, so I'm going to fold it backwards on itself. Use my bone folder. See, I've already got it started. Then I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. This is a valley fold, so I'm folding it in on itself. And then this one is a mountain fold, and I'm going to fold it this way because it'll be easier. And there's our card, and there it is. This one side, just, I may have to do it, harder. But there it is. Isn't that easy? So easy. Now all you have to do is decorate it. And then when you put it in your envelope, you push it flat, and when the person opens it, it pops up for them. So let's set that aside, and let's get our pieces put together. And I'm just going to do all of these at once. I'm going to add some glue to the back of these. And then, ooh, I need to play with this one with the mermaid set and do one of these for the girls. They would love it. I just remembered that. Isn't it interesting, the things that'll pop into your mind as you're doing something? And as you can see, this fits in there, and you have a little bit of a border all the way around. That's off a little. Oh, too late. That's all right. All right, I'm going to put the next one down. I got to watch my sides, this one. I'll put that one underneath where nobody can see it because it's messed up. That's better. All right, and then here's the last one. And I'm going to use this like so. And I got the colors for this one from the, I think it's called the Share What You Love paper. I did a card last month in the workshop, and everybody loved the colors, so I just decided to use the same one. Now these panels, and that's the reason why you have 3, go on here, and there's a little bit of a border with them. There is nothing on the 2 sides here, as you can see, but you don't really see that, unless you're looking from the side. So if it bothers you, you can cover it, but when it stands up, nobody sees anything. All right, so now we've got to put these on. This is a quick card. I'll put a sentiment on it before I send it out. I need some thank you cards, so I may just make this a thank you one. All right, let's see. This is the one that's off a little bit, so I'm going to put it on here like so that that piece that's messed up is on the inside. All right, and see, you got a nice little border all the way around. All right, let's look at this one. This one's a pretty good one. I'm going to put it in the middle. That's the advantage to do this too. If you mess up one of your panels, you can take and put it. Bye, Sharon. Thanks for coming in. You can always watch it later. All right. And then this one I'm going to put here, like so. And there, look. All right, it's done. Time to make the flowers for it. So I'm going to take and ink this up. This is one of those stamps that has the funny texture to it. So I have to make sure it's inked up really good. It doesn't look like it is right there. Of course, that could be the texture too. I think it's the texture. All right, now I'm going to put this down here. And there we go. Now I'm going to pull out my Rich Razzleberry and my Old Olive watercolor pencils. And to do this, I'm going to make my centers dark. So I'm pressing fairly hard on those. And then I'm going to ease up and color very, very lightly all the way around the rest of the flower. So I will get color when I go to use my blender pen, because that's the beauty of these. You can use your blender pen with them also. You don't have to use a watercolor pencil. I mean a watercolor brush or a paintbrush. I really like the blender pens with it because it's easy. You can take this, you know, if you're going camping for the weekend, you got to go to the doctor's office, stamp a couple of images, take it with you if you're going to be sitting, and color away. And that's what I'm going to do. And then I've got one more over here. And again, I'm pressing hard in the center, and then I'm barely pressing to get the color down on the rest. It doesn't take much. All right, I'm going to take and let's see, put that back in there, and then I want Old Olive, which is, nope, that's not Old Olive. That one is Old Olive. All right, I'm going to do the centers of my flowers first, and I'm doing them all together. And then before I go to the outside, I cleaned off my blender pen because you'll have ink on there, and this way it doesn't come out too dark. And as you can see, it's coming out fairly light because I've put down just a little bit of color. And I'm just, oh, I missed a spot. I missed a petal right there. Okay, color that one in. Now I'm going to go in, color this. See how easy this is? And we're almost done. There we go. Now I'm going to clean my tip so that my blender pen stays clean. Now I'm going to color my leaves, and what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to do those light, but then I'm going to trace over the veins really dark to give it some contrast. And then when you go to use your blender pen, you'll have that dark image there. Okay. Don't you just love watching somebody else color? wanted you to see how to do this. It's so easy. And if you want your leaf darker, then make it darker. Yeah, that's a leaf. I was like, is that the flower or the leaf? But that's a leaf. It's just a funny shaped leaf. Could be the flower. I'm making it a leaf. Okay. Oh, there's a leaf. I can tell by the look of it. All right, now we're going to color in our leaves and add some color to those. And by adding that darker piece in there, you get a little bit of contrast. And again, because you've got color on your blender pen, it'll turn out darker in some areas than others. So if you don't want it dark, then what you do is before you go on to the next area, just take and clean it off. All right. There we go. Now I'm ready to cut this out. And let me see, how does this thing go on here so I don't waste time? Like that. I will be right back as I cut this out across the room. Don't have any way to put it in camera. Hopefully you're still with me and not wondering where I went. But there it is. Let me put my pencil away because if I don't, I will lose it. And that would not be good. It'll get lost on my desk. And I'm going to bring in my card base. And I think I'm going to put this on right like this with dimensionals. Oh, I missed one. See? You can always tell when you miss one. It looks different. You can almost see the ink or the pencil. All right, I think I got them all now. All right, I'm going to put this on like this. So I've got to figure out where to put my dimensionals. And I'm probably going to use some of the Rich Razzleberry ribbon that goes with this so that I can take and, it's the velvet ribbon. That way I can add a little bit of interest. Like I said, I will put a sentiment on it, but the sentiment won't be on until I'm ready to send. All right, I'm putting a lot on the back here. Now the fun begins, taking all the backs off. I think I spend half of my time crafting taking backs off of dimensionals. It's just one of those things. All right, I think I want it on my card like so. And let me get my ribbon real quick across the room. This velvet ribbon is the Rich Razzleberry. And I'm going to create a simple knot. But the trick here is to flip your ribbon before you pull it tight so that you get a you don't get the back side of the ribbon showing. I just wanted a simple knot because it would just be easier. The more, adding a bow to it would give it, would make it a little bit thicker and you might have to pay more to mail it. There it is. And then if you want, you can do some of the other images, like you've got some of these smaller ones that you could do along the side, which I will probably do before I post this. And I'll probably go ahead and do my thank you sentiment there. So there it is, ladies. What do you think? Did you like it? Okay. Give me a few minutes and I'm going to turn it back up. I gotta find the camera so that you're not going crazy. Let's see if I'm upside down or if I'm right side up. Okay, I have to wait a few minutes. It takes it a few. Up, I'm upside down. Okay, let me turn it around so I'm not upside down. Well, that didn't work. Oh, well. Well, it would, but what I would have to do is flip it and rotate it at the same time. I'll have to play with that idea before next week so that I can get it straight. But at least my card was right side up, so I'm not making anybody crazy. Thanks, Tony. I'm glad you liked it. It's so easy to do. When I saw it, I went, oh, perfect thing for Facebook Live, because then everybody can see how easy it is. And I will, like I said, I will take and post the completed card. It'll probably be tomorrow, as long as I don't have any showings tomorrow and I can get in here and play. I can get it finished and post it with the video and all. Well, ladies, I need to get going because Jess is going to be here at any minute so that we can take the girls to the carnival. I'm so glad you came in, Tony. Hope you give this one a try and share with me what you created so I can see it. I would love to see it. So with that, I've got to figure out how to do this now. I can't see to push the button. So I'm going to sneak around the side. Okay, I see it's on this side. So, all right. I will see you guys next week, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.
Right.